My husband passed away 6 years ago. Cancer took him slowly. I spent those years being strong for everyone else. When he was gone, I was just alone. Completely and utterly alone in a way I never expected. My son Marcus worried about me. He wanted me to join a dating site. Meet new people, he said. Don't spend your life alone, Mom. So I made a profile, not expecting much from it. Then Michael messaged me. Handsome, charming, working as an engineer overseas. He said my profile touched his heart. He said he'd been alone too long. We started talking every single day. He called me beautiful, said I was the most caring woman he'd ever met. He asked about my day, remembered my stories, sent me poems. I felt like a teenager again, giddy and hopeful. He said he loved me within 3 weeks. I was cautious at first, but he was so patient, so consistent. He never pressured me. He just kept showing up, day after day, winning my trust completely. He never asked for money at first. That's important to understand. He built emotional connection for months. We talked about our future together. He said he'd retire soon and we'd travel the world. Then his first emergency came. A business partner stole from him. He needed $10,000 to keep his overseas contract. He promised to pay me back within a month. I sent it immediately. He was so grateful. Cried on the phone. Called me his angel, his savior. That feeling of being needed, of being someone's hero after years of invisibility? It was addictive. I wanted more of it. More emergencies followed. His mother's surgery. Legal fees. Travel expenses. Each story was more elaborate, more convincing. He sent fake documents, fake hospital photos. Everything looked completely real. I drained my retirement account. $158,000 saved from 20 years of nursing. Gone in 6 months. He said I'd get it all back when his overseas accounts unfroze. I borrowed against my house. $45,000 of home equity. The home my husband and I bought together. The home I thought would be my retirement security. All for a man I'd never met. My son Marcus confronted me. Mom, have you been sending him money? His face showed disbelief and anger. I lied and said no. But he'd seen the bank statements. He knew something was terribly wrong. Marcus showed me articles about romance scams. I refused to believe them. Michael is different, I said. You don't understand our connection. I was so defensive, so desperate to be right about him. Then Michael's messages stopped. Completely. No calls, no texts, nothing. The phone number was disconnected. The email bounced back. Every single way I'd reached him for over a year just vanished. I searched his photos online. Found them on a stock photography website. The handsome engineer with salt and pepper hair was just a model whose images were stolen. The man I loved never existed at all. I sat in my car for 3 hours. Didn't move. Didn't cry. Just sat there, frozen, replaying every conversation, every promise, every lie. $231,000. For a ghost. Marcus found me there. He didn't say I told you so. He just held me while I sobbed. I'm sorry, Mama, he whispered. This isn't your fault. His forgiveness felt like medicine I didn't deserve. I stopped working for 2 weeks. Couldn't face patients. Couldn't pretend to be fine. I'd spent my life caring for others and couldn't even protect myself from the most obvious manipulation. Marcus found Angela Morris, a fraud recovery coach. Mom, please just talk to her, he begged. I was too ashamed to call. But Angela called me instead. Her first words were, I've been where you are. Angela shared her own story. She'd been scammed too, years ago. Lost her marriage and her savings. Now she helps women like us rebuild. Her vulnerability made me feel less alone in my shame. Angela helped me contact creditors. We negotiated payment plans, consolidated debts, stopped the bleeding. She taught me that financial recovery was possible, even if emotional recovery would take longer. I filed for bankruptcy protection. The shame was overwhelming at first. But Angela reminded me that bankruptcy was designed for situations exactly like mine. It wasn't failure. It was a fresh start. I started attending a support group for scam survivors. Hearing other people's stories, seeing their faces, realizing I wasn't stupid or alone. These were smart, successful people who got manipulated too. Marcus and I started going to family therapy. We needed to rebuild trust. He needed to understand why I couldn't see the truth. I needed to forgive myself so he could forgive me too. I went back to work after a month. My patients didn't know my shame. They just knew I was there, caring for them. Helping others actually helped me heal. It reminded me who I really was. I sold my house, the one with the home equity loan. It broke my heart, but it was the only way to start over. Marcus helped me move into a smaller apartment. New space, new beginning. I started volunteering at a senior center on my days off. No pay, just purpose. Helping lonely elders reminded me that real connection doesn't cost money. It just costs your attention and care. I met a widower at the senior center. Real name, real face, real life. We started having coffee together. No money exchanged, no emergencies, no drama. Just two lonely people finding comfort. It took 2 years, but I paid off the credit card debt. $28,000. Every extra shift, every skipped purchase, every small victory added up. I was taking my life back. I still have 5 years left on the bankruptcy repayment plan. Some days it feels impossible, but every payment is proof that I survived something designed to destroy me completely. Angela asked me to start speaking to new scam victims. Just sharing my story, nothing more. The first time I spoke, I cried through the whole thing. But someone came up to me afterward. Thank you. Marcus got married last spring. I was there, beaming with pride, wearing a dress I saved months to afford. His wife calls me mom now. New family, new memories, new reasons to keep going. The man from the senior center, David, asked me to dinner last month. Real dinner, at a real restaurant. No video calls, no excuses, no emergencies. Just two people enjoying each other's company. The scammer who took my money was never caught. There are hundreds like him, working from call centers, targeting lonely people worldwide. I've stopped waiting for justice. My peace doesn't depend on it. I've started saving for retirement again. Small amounts, but consistent. It won't be what I lost, but it's mine, earned honestly, and no one can take it from me ever again. The shame visits sometimes, late at night when I can't sleep. But now I have tools to fight it. I call Angela. I call Marcus. I remind myself that predators target the lonely, not the stupid. I still believe in love. Not the desperate, online kind that asks for money, but the real kind. The kind that shows up, shares your pain, and builds something genuine. I found that again. The woman who sent her retirement to a stranger learned that her worth was never in her bank account. It was in her resilience, her healing, and the real love she found when she stopped looking online.